Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar. Today, latest news ***. Have you ever found yourself in the quiet solitude of your personal journey, relentlessly pursuing a goal, yet feeling the frustrating absence of an immediate reward? How often does the thought cross your mind? Will this unwavering patience, this disciplined routine, and this persistent consistency truly culminate in a breakthrough? Today's critical financial update from Iraq is far more than just an economic report. It is the potent symbol of a deeply resonant truth. The visible actions being taken within the Iraqi financial landscape, steps that captivate investors, concern global markets, and draw the focus of international analysts, mirror a profound universal principle. When a dedicated commitment is maintained over a sustained period, the significant transformation you seek eventually materializes. What we are observing unfold within the banking systems and the broader economy of Iraq is not merely a rearrangement of numerical values or a simple policy adjustment. It is a compelling narrative of national endurance, a powerful demonstration of a long-term vision being systematically brought to fruition, and a powerful statement that sustained commitment is the true architect of profound change. This core message is precisely why remaining focused through every detail of this report is so vital. As we meticulously dissect the latest crucial developments, specifically Iraq's internal exchange rate adjustments, the comprehensive modernization of its banking infrastructure, and its increasingly aggressive strides toward achieving full, unquestionable international compliance, a powerful realization should emerge. The unwavering discipline and effort you apply to your own personal goals will also ultimately yield the corresponding reward. It is a concept that transcends monetary policy and reaches into the very nature of success. Therefore, we invite you to settle in, absorb this meticulously detailed analysis, and recognize the deep parallel between Iraq's persistent journey toward financial stability and the kind of disciplined endurance required for any monumental personal achievement. Let us now immerse ourselves fully in what many are considering to be the most indicative Iraqi Dinar update of this entire year. An update that powerfully reflects the quiet but essential persistence that underpins all lasting success. Iraq has now formally implemented a series of calculated measures within its domestic banking framework that collectively signal a profound and strategically critical shift in its ongoing monetary reform agenda. The nation's central bank is continuing a systematic process of recalibrating internal financial mechanisms, meticulously refining the controls over exchange rates, and proactively maneuvering the country's entire financial apparatus to secure a stronger foundation for its national currency. These are not speculative rumors, nor are they the broad, casual declarations often heard from government bodies. These are tangible, verifiable actions being executed right now across Iraqi banking institutions and throughout the national financial infrastructure. This process of internal strengthening and alignment gains even deeper significance when viewed through a relatable, universal lens. We often work diligently and quietly, toiling behind the scenes on personal projects or habits long before any outward sign of progress becomes apparent to the broader world. For an extended period, Iraq has been engaged in a similar, largely unseen overhaul, updating its financial legislation, rigorously strengthening currency handling procedures, systematically withdrawing and clearing outdated currency notes, and developing sophisticated new financial tools, all while the global community largely maintained a detached indifference. This is the exact framework through which significant personal growth occurs. True success is forged when you establish and cultivate beneficial habits in the privacy of your own life. When you dedicate yourself to learning and growth even when others are skeptical or disbelieving. And when you maintain a relentless focus while others are either resting or succumbing to doubt. Eventually, much like Iraq is now beginning the public phase of recalibrating its internal rate structure, All that extensive, unseen preparatory work manifests as an undeniable public transformation. This particular update extends well beyond the technical parameters of monetary policy. It serves as a compelling and potent reminder that unwavering consistency is the ultimate driver of discernible results. As various international financial platforms quietly begin to integrate and reflect the subtle but persistent changes in Iraq's foundational rate structure, financial analysts spanning multiple global regions are rapidly shifting their attention. To be clear, these early movements do not signify the arrival of a final, publicly synchronized international exchange rate. However, these foundational shifts are profoundly important, as they confirm a critical economic principle. No significant financial or economic outcome ever materializes without a thorough, time-consuming preparation phase. This truth forms the very essence of the broader lesson inherent in this news. Every monumental outcome is invariably the culmination of an extensive, often laborious period of preparation. Iraq's journey from a severely conflict-affected economy to an increasingly recognized and credible participant in the global financial system was not achieved in a single moment of dramatic overhaul. It has been a sustained process of incremental steps, encompassing major digital infrastructure upgrades, the vigorous implementation of anti-corruption protocols, strict adherence to international compliance benchmarks, and the forging of robust foreign exchange partnerships. This precise, systematic pattern is universally applicable to any significant, long-term personal ambition. If the goal is to cultivate genuine personal discipline, one does not simply transform overnight. The process begins by focusing on one small, manageable habit, perhaps waking up earlier, committing to a healthier diet, reading a designated number of pages daily, clearly setting specific goals, or rigorously controlling digital distractions. The successful strategy involves systematically stacking positive habits, precisely the way Iraq is systematically stacking comprehensive financial reforms. Eventually, through this accumulated effort, an unstoppable momentum is generated. Momentum is, without question, one of the most powerful forces in achieving success. Today's news serves as a powerful illustration that true, lasting momentum frequently initiates as a quiet, unseen internal process before it inevitably becomes an undeniable, externally visible reality. A major focus of Iraq's strategic preparations involves the comprehensive cleanup and reorganization of its national currency supply. This is recognized globally as an absolutely fundamental step for any nation preparing to transition to a significantly stronger currency valuation. The central bank has been engaged in a meticulous and deliberate process of withdrawing and managing the circulation of higher denomination notes, actively reorganizing the overall money supply, and making essential preparations for the eventual introduction of more practical, lower denomination band notes. It is crucial to grasp the underlying economic implication of this move. A nation does not make the strategic decision to introduce lower value notes unless it holds a clear, forward-looking expectation that its currency's intrinsic value is set to appreciate significantly. This pivotal economic decision also offers a powerful, metaphorical lesson for personal growth. To successfully move forward and elevate your life, you must be resolute in identifying and removing the elements, be they habits, influences, or beliefs, that no longer serve your future self. Just as Iraq is systematically clearing outdated currency notes from circulation, you must proactively clear outdated, detrimental habits from your personal routine. If your pursuit is focused on significant improvement, be it financial stability, mental clarity, or physical health, it is absolutely essential to release the behaviors and influences that actively hold you back. This might involve overcoming procrastination, distancing yourself from negative or limiting influences, or conquering the insidious grip of self-doubt, Whatever the obstacle, genuine progression mandates the deliberate act of removal and renewal. Iraq is confidently releasing old currency because its leaders believe fundamentally in its future value, and likewise, you should not hesitate to relinquish old, limiting habits, because your future potential and value are concurrently on the rise. The extensive preparatory work by Iraq for the strategic introduction of smaller denomination notes is immensely symbolic. It clearly signals a national readiness for a new era of stronger purchasing power and the establishment of a more confident, robust domestic financial environment. However, this action should be considered from a broader, more philosophical perspective. It is often the seemingly smallest, most foundational steps that ultimately yield the most substantial future rewards. Lower denominations, while appearing minor in isolation, fundamentally represent a monumental strategic shift in the national economy. Your daily habits operate on the identical principle. Waking up a mere 10 minutes earlier each day seems insignificant. Reading only 5 pages from an educational book daily appears minimal. Dedicating the time to capture just one new idea in a journal every morning may feel inconsequential. Yet, when sustained over time, these small, consistent investments compound dramatically, ultimately becoming the faltering foundation of your personal success. Iraq's current actions emphatically prove that small, fundamental, and consistent changes are the indispensable prerequisite for massive, large-scale transformation. This principle is not new. It is a foundational truth understood by every truly successful individual. All forms of enduring greatness are systematically constructed from small, consistently repeated actions, applied diligently over extended periods of time. Another remarkably powerful and strategically significant action taken by Iraq is the ongoing expansion of its international trade agreements, specifically focusing on the adoption of diversified currency settlement methods. The deep importance of this move cannot be overstated. A nation that is trusted sufficiently by its global partners to engage in multifaceted trade agreements is a nation that is actively and confidently stepping into a position of recognized strength. Crucially, international trust is something that must be demonstrably earned through verifiable action. It can never be merely demanded. This exact mechanism of earning credibility applies directly to personal success. You earn the trust of others and yourself by demonstrating consistency in your actions. You earn genuine confidence by exhibiting clear, unwavering discipline. You earn opportunities by continuously demonstrating tangible progress. Iraq did not simply achieve this current level of momentum and attention merely by discussing the idea of reform. It attained this status by rigorously implementing and executing tangible reforms daily. This message is a critical directive for anyone actively pursuing a significant goal. The determining factor in your success is not what you vaguely plan to do. It is defined solely by what you consistently and actually do. Daily actions, though small in isolation, possess an incredible compounding effect. Iraq's sustained step-by-step actions taken over a span of years have collectively created the significant results we are observing today. Likewise, the sum total of your daily, deliberate decisions will ultimately create the reality of your future self. The central bank has recently achieved a major milestone by substantially strengthening its international credibility through obtaining crucial compliance certifications and adhering to strict global financial standards. This achievement is massive because credibility forms the absolute, non-negotiable bedrock of any enduring financial or economic power. The parallel life lesson is equally profound. Personal credibility is systematically built and maintained by ensuring complete consistency between your stated values and your actual daily actions. For anyone seeking to genuinely succeed, there must be an absolute alignment where your habits precisely match the demands of your goals. You cannot persuasively claim to desire significant financial growth while simultaneously engaging in thoughtless, undisciplined spending. You cannot claim to value robust health while deliberately avoiding physical discipline. You cannot profess a desire for great success while actively evading the necessary effort and the grind. Iraq did not merely claim to be reforming its system. It demonstrably proved its commitment by meeting and exceeding stringent global financial requirements. When there is a perfect, verifiable alignment between your daily actions and your ambitious goals, the desired results will always inevitably follow. Let us now shift our focus to the subtle but significant activities occurring behind the scenes within major global banking platforms. Numerous major financial systems utilized by the world's most prominent banks have reportedly been undergoing necessary updates to prepare for the potential synchronization of the Iraqi dinar's rate in the foreseeable future. This development is not an indication that the rate has been released or gone public. Rather, it provides clear, compelling evidence of internal readiness, and internal preparation is an unshakable prerequisite for any forthcoming external change. Reflect on your own life's journey. You do not achieve success at the precise moment the external world takes notice of you. Your success is actually forged many months or even years before that public acknowledgement, during the quiet period when no one is aware of your late nights, your early mornings, your personal sacrifices, and your disciplined habits. External success is merely the public, facing visible culmination of a long and disciplined internal preparation process. Iraq is demonstrably engaged in thorough internal preparation on a massive national scale. You are strongly encouraged to pursue the same level of disciplined internal preparation within your own life. Across Iraq, vital components of the financial infrastructure, including ATM, specialized banking software, and the critical interbank transfer platforms, have all been undergoing comprehensive digital modernization efforts. These systematic steps provide concrete proof that the nation is aggressively preparing for the dawn of a new, highly advanced financial era. This carries a potent parallel lesson for all of us. A modern, elevated environment demands modern, elevated habits. If your ambition is to elevate your life to a higher standard, you must be committed to upgrading the fundamental operating systems within your own mind. You must actively replace the limiting weight of fear with the expansive power of confidence. You must replace the stagnation of laziness with the dynamism of discipline. You must replace the drain of distraction with the sharp edge of focus. You must replace the excuses that halt progress with decisive, sustained action. Iraq is dedicatedly upgrading its entire systems because it is committed to a stronger national future. Likewise, you must proactively upgrade your foundational mindset because you are committed to achieving a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Many seasoned financial analysts worldwide now believe with strong conviction that we are currently operating within a crucial transitional window. A distinct, highly strategic phase where intensive testing, meticulous preparation, and essential systemic alignment are occurring before the final public financial adjustments are implemented. Transitional periods are, by their very nature, often difficult and feel frustratingly slow to those observing from the outside. They demand a profound and resilient patience. However, it is essential to define this patience correctly. Genuine patience is not a passive waiting without action. True patience is the demonstration of consistent, high-effort work performed despite the absence of immediate, visible reward. Iraq is currently demonstrating this strategic, disciplined patience on a national level. And this is the very principle that decisively separates those who ultimately abandon their goals from those who inevitably achieve monumental success. The vast majority of people desire instantaneous results, but all genuine, lasting breakthroughs are reserved for those individuals who possess the fortitude to diligently stay the course. The discipline you commit to today is the absolute guarantee of the success you will realize tomorrow. When Iraq finally reaches the pivotal moment of activating a global synchronization of its official exchange rate, This action will not only fundamentally shift its own national future, but will also generate a significant, consequential ripple effect, influencing connected regional currencies and economies. This broader ripple effect is a direct mirror of life itself. When you commit to substantial personal growth, every facet of your surrounding environment grows in tandem. When you become more disciplined in your routines and choices, your opportunities invariably expand. When you successfully improve the quality of your mindset, your relationships, your career, and your income all improve concurrently. Your success ultimately impacts and elevates far more than just your own personal life. Just as Iraq's strategic financial moves will inevitably impact surrounding economies, your disciplined personal moves will profoundly impact the entire environment and the people around you. Numerous reliable financial insiders have openly discussed the potential for multiple currency adjustments to occur in a clustered fashion in the future. Regardless of whether this specific scenario materializes immediately, the very concept reflects an immensely powerful truth. In life, when significant change is activated, it frequently arrives in clusters of interconnected improvements. Once you make one decisive, powerful commitment, such as fully dedicating yourself to the achievement of your goals, a cascade of other, related improvements naturally begins to unfold. You start to feel physically better, you think more clearly, and you act more purposefully. Suddenly, seemingly disparate elements of your life begin to seamlessly align. Iraq is systematically aligning its complex economic systems. Therefore, the imperative for you is to align your behaviors, optimize your environment, and intentionally cultivate disciplined habits that support your aspirations. Iraq's extensive and sustained efforts to unify both its internal and external exchange rates demonstrably underscore a profound national desire to decisively strengthen confidence in its national currency. Confidence is an immensely powerful currency in its own right, yet it is not a trait one can passively wait to receive. Confidence is a tangible quality that one must systematically construct through verifiable action. Iraq has successfully built this confidence by taking intentional steps, diligently improving its financial systems, relentlessly earning international credentials, and strategically forming powerful global partnerships. Similarly, you build your own foundational confidence by consistently committing to and executing the necessary work, not by idly wishing for favorable outcomes. True, lasting confidence is always built through effort. It is never simply gifted. Let us now focus on the crucial concept of purchasing power. When the Iraqi leadership articulates its ambition to restore the dinar's authentic purchasing power, the intention is to ensure that its currency accurately and justly reflects the real, intrinsic value of the national economy. This core principle applies directly to your personal life and value. You must be focused on restoring your own personal purchasing power, the currency of your energy, the currency of your time, and the invaluable currency of your focus. When you achieve decisive control over your daily habits, you concurrently gain essential control over the direction of your life. When you eliminate time wasted on trivial pursuits, you exponentially increase your potential for achievement. When you discipline your mind to prioritize and focus, the trajectory of your future becomes undeniably stronger and more certain. Purchasing power is fundamentally about recognized value, and your personal value invariably rises every time you consciously practice rigorous self-improvement. For the countless individuals who have patiently endured through the years, attentively watching the slow, deliberate process of Iraq's rebuilding efforts, this current moment serves as a powerful, unambiguous reminder that dedicated endurance unfailingly yields its reward. It is a harsh truth that the majority of people choose to quit their pursuit just before the actual break-through point. Most people cease their efforts precisely when progress appears slow, monotonous, or uncertain. However, true winners are defined by their tenacity. They remain absolutely committed through the boring, the difficult, and the uncertain stages of the journey. Iraq demonstrated this commitment on a national scale. You must maintain that same unyielding commitment in your personal life. Whether the goals are financial, related to health, or focused on career ascension, ultimate success belongs squarely to the persistent. Now, it is essential to address the inevitable emotional roller coaster that many people experience while awaiting significant financial developments. It is completely normal and human to experience moments of doubt and weariness during any protracted journey. However, a crucial truth must be remembered. Every long, arduous journey becomes profoundly worth the effort the precise moment the breakthrough finally arrives. Iraq is visibly and rapidly approaching what could be a historic turning point, and your own life is destined to reach significant turning points as well, provided you refuse to surrender your efforts. Every single day that you choose discipline over doubt is another crucial step taken toward your inevitable breakthrough. When Iraq finally moves to publish its official details regarding the next phase of its financial reforms, the entire world will react dynamically. Investors, global markets, and nations across the geopolitical spectrum will all be impacted and will react. But here is the most important consideration of all: your personal, prepared reaction to the opportunity. When truly significant opportunities eventually present themselves, you must be in a position to meet them fully prepared, with systems and mindset in place. This is precisely why the discipline you are cultivating and practicing today matters more than you can imagine. Luck is not the force that builds lasting success. Preparation is the only reliable architect. Iraq is meticulously preparing its national systems. You should be just as meticulous in preparing your own personal systems for the opportunities ahead. As we attentively observe the significant transformation underway in Iraq, internalize this fundamental truth. All profound rebuilding efforts require time, but they invariably lead to something immensely powerful and enduring. You possess the complete ability to rebuild and refine your life in the very same systematic way. This is achieved one deliberate decision at a time, one disciplined habit at a time, and one focused improvement at a time. Your sustained grind and effort will pay off, not because the path to success is inherently easy, but because you have made the unwavering choice to refuse to stop moving forward. Iraq consciously refused to halt its progress, and that is the very reason its financial stature is steadily rising today. For everyone who has been holding the Iraqi dinar, for everyone who has patiently endured the waiting, and for everyone who maintains a strong belief in the nation's future, remember this dual necessity. Patience is an immense virtue, but comprehensive preparation is the indispensable element of success. Take the time to genuinely educate yourself, remain deeply informed, rigorously filter out unsubstantiated rumors, and commit to making disciplined, fact-based financial decisions in your own life. When the decisive moment inevitably arrives, you will be entirely ready to act wisely. Success consistently rewards those who prepare early, think critically, and act with clear wisdom. Let us conclude with this final, empowering message. The impressive financial progress being made by Iraq is far more significant than a mere news update. It stands as a powerful, tangible symbol of national resilience, unwavering discipline, and long-term, confident belief. Precisely the essential qualities required to achieve victory in any significant endeavor in life. Your own personal journey perfectly mirrors this reality. Remain disciplined, maintain an intense focus on your goals, and commit to continuous daily improvement. Positive success habits possess an astonishing compounding effect, and without a doubt, your sustained grind will pay off richly. What is currently transpiring in Iraq is history in the making, and simultaneously, your own successful story is being written anew every single day you consciously choose discipline over debilitating doubt. Stay profoundly encouraged, maintain your steadfast patience, and never, ever forget that your grind will definitively pay off. Thank you for tuning into today's crucial report. Stay tuned, remain hopeful, and most importantly, stay ready because big things are approaching.